Hello guys, we have a debate on the topic of the rural living in a rural areas and urban areas, and I'm going to tell about the advantages of the living in a urban areas, and he is going to discuss about.
Living in advantages of the rural areas. Living in rural areas gives us the healthy environment and healthy nature and good surroundings.
As compared to rural areas, urban areas have more facility to utilize our opportunities about the job purpose. We need a urban areas like when we are going to discuss about we had a hospitals or else something we need a expensive costs, but rural areas not afford to take that part as compared to urban areas.
Rural areas have a lot health facilities, good air, and no need of hospitalizing, and people are healthy.
As compared to rural areas, have more facilities in your urban areas about the groceries or in agriculture fields. We have industrial purposes, but there is no facility in rural areas.
In rural areas, we get healthy vegetables, good vitamins of
But
food.
but also in urban areas, also we get the agriculture fields about the.
Urban rural areas have good vegetables, pure kind of air. So they're born to the their advantage of the country.
But also urban areas afford to pay the money.
Ah, నిన్న what?
But urban areas also have more facility to buy the groceries for pure products.
In your rural areas also some farmers are growing their
Then what about GDP?
GDP. GDP means farming from agriculture only.
Oh, of course, but
Uh,
these urban areas are helping GDP,
nine, nine,
country's GDP.
not that one. Agriculture is a major thing for the GDP.
No, urban areas, especially the uh, con- factories and businesses.
If you are increasing the factories, agriculture will downwards.
But
There
what
is no
about
food.
economic growth, man?
Uh,
What about economic
if
growth?
you growth yourselves and agriculture will helps all things,
No,
and
no,
our
no,
rural areas will.
no. Because of these urban areas, the country's economic growth is increasing.
What?
Because of these urban areas, country's economic growth is increasing.
Nine, nine. What? That's
Rural areas have low crime rate compared to the urban areas. What about that?
Of course, but in rural areas also we are having some
There is
crime
a
rate
high crime note.
because of infrastructure. Crime rate is
Uh,
less.
and
You see?
rural areas have low tax compared to the urban areas. What about that?
Areas have much facilities like traffic polices at the night time,
But
and
there is no safety.
there is security in the urban areas. Rural areas have doesn't security. We
They
don't know one
in
time
rural
what
areas
will
there is
happen.
a cleaner aid and water for residents.
Urban areas also have cleanery and facility roads, and where we want to go, we can
In
go.
rural areas we have a house affordable house options.
Yeah, in urban areas also there are much of
What
buildings.
about enrollment?
Environmental is a good condition.
Rural area has this clean air than compared with urban areas.
Urban areas also have good condition and
Finally, I'm going to decide that urban areas are more for better than the rural areas.
It's about only for the environment.
rural areas are the major things of the all the things.
Urban areas
Compared
plays
to
major role in a country's economic and the GDP's
rural,
process.
rural areas have good neighborhood and close bonds. So urban
as
areas for the
compared to
rural
rural
areas.
areas, urban
We
life
have
has a more bonding than the rural areas.
Rural area has good education compared to urban.
Yeah, as compared to rural areas, we had to for education purpose also we had to come to the
Hello, myself Varsha. I'm here to use technology crutch for laziness.
Hi guys, we are here to have debate on these technologies is a tool for intellectual growth or a crutch for laziness, and we support that it is a tool for intellectual growth.
I'm opposing that it is laziness for growth.
Nowadays, technology is playing a crucial role for intellectual growth because it enhances various platforms like learning platforms, and they they provide various learning platforms to gain our knowledge.
No, by using AI, we decrease our thinking ability. Coming to me, whenever teachers ask me questions, then immediately I chat GPT or it it decreases my thinking
When you
ability.
use the technology is matters that technology provides various platforms, and it provides various websites to answer your questions, but it is very useful to gain your knowledge easily.
By using more technology, we never concentrate on our physical health. By using mobile phones, we never go outside by playing crickets.
Nowadays, when you travel different countries, technology is very useful because if you travel any country, you can use the technology Google Maps to travel more places, and you can communicate with people easily in various countries.
Uh, it also impact on our studies by using social medias like Instagram Reels,
It provides study platforms like
but no one
YouTube,
can concentrate on that.
but yes,
But nowadays no one is going to tuitions, they all are watching in live in so.
because of technology, they are searching in Google. They give you the simple answer, and they understand it easily.
No, due to technology 23% of kids are not sleeping well, and using the screen time more, and there is no sleepless nights for kids.
But technologies are always is good for to improve our knowledge by using mobile or laptop.
Technology is increases. Why increases? They are playing so many games are in online. They are not going outside. They are addicted to mobiles, online platform games.
Because technology increases the economic growth, global connectivity, and enhances the education.
Why education? There are so many are searching in the Google ChatGPT. Why you
Artificial intelligence.
why you check the technology? Why you don't think about knowledge? Hmm. What? I can't understand. I can't understand. At least phone ఇంకేం చెప్పు.
By using more technology, we cannot concentrate on our studies. It impacts on studies. We never go outside by using.
I conclude that technology has various technology is various use for our intellectual growth, and we can gain knowledge easily, and it's very useful for our future.
I conclude that the technology is very distracting us. We increasing the network.
No, I'm not thinking the technology is very useful because there is a due to sedentary lifestyles like washing machines. We are using those more, not our physical. No, I'm not willing that technology is more useful than physical.
Hello everyone. We are discussing about rural and urban areas, and I am here to support urban areas.
And I am here to support the rural areas. Actually, which is better for living. Actually, in rural areas there will be less pollution, and we can take breathing easily, and it will give us pleasant. It is it is best to live
Okay,
peacefully.
got your point. But
Yes.
apart from pollution, you can go very fast to your destination very quickly, and you can use transportations like train, bus, bike, and everything.
Actually, you're saying that in urban areas we can go quickly, but there will be more traffic in urban areas. In
Uh, in case there is traffic, also you can go quickly now because of traffic lights.
no, when compared to rural areas, urban areas have more traffic, and we can go way very slowly, and we reach our destination very slowly. Accord.
Okay, but in urban areas where we have many opportunities like buses and rapido and many have no.
In rural area also give opportunities to entrepreneurs like business
And education also very important in
yeah.
job opportunities have also.
Yeah, rural area
Why
also.
can't we go for schools in rural areas?
Because there is no certain towers for signals and for networks.
There are signal towers and
But most of the people are coming from rural to urban,
Why don't we
rural to
improve in
urban
our,
for jobs and other cases.
why don't we improve in our rural areas? They are also in our part of India now.
Then when where can we grow some crops for food?
No problem. There are many
Swipe.
there are many areas.
Hey, continue, boy.
There are many areas. Some are not for cropping or agriculture. Some are waste for agriculture. We can utilize that fields.
Areas are the backbone of the earth. It is economic growth. It increases the economic growth and GDP also.
Why don't we do for rural areas?
Rural
we can
areas
growth both equally now.
in urban areas have a nice infrastructures, buildings, and rural areas couldn't have anything.
If we come to rural areas, we can live self sufficiency, like growing our self own food. And
In urban areas also, we are living as a self-sufficiency.
where are you going? Are you growing crops in urban areas?
Some of the lands are the growing crops only. In
Where?
urban area.
They can grow crops in rural areas also, no?
We can live low
But
cost
there are
living.
no school facilities and college facilities in rural areas. In case of urban
There are
areas,
there are
in case of urban areas, there are many schools and colleges which was useful to children and college students.
there are schools and colleges in rural areas.
But there is no proper faculty in rural areas.
We can create proper faculty in rural areas by complaining government.
In urban areas, in rural areas, there is no proper hospitals and emergency switches.
We can improve in our rural areas. As usual, I told that we have many fields which are not for using agriculture.
But
we can use and we can construct buildings, hospitals, many.
It may cost more money, but in urban areas there are already hospitals and colleges and schools.
Okay,
But why need to? Why we
Everybody
need
can't
to?
afford for that. I actually told that middle class families are there.
Again, you're bringing same topic. Okay.
So I'm saying that the rural areas are best to live.
In hospitals, there are many advanced techniques and many, and the colleges also very nice. So I want to live in urban areas, and I living in urban area is very good than rural areas.
Good morning. Today our debate topic is climate change a real threat or not? I believe that climate change a real threat for our human beings.
Good morning. Here we are discussing about the climate threat is not a threat for human living.
How do you say it is not a real threat?
Because climate change is a natural phenomena, so it's not a threat for the human living.
Of course, it is a natural phenomena, but with that climate change only, there is a severe rise in temperature in our atmosphere. With that, there are so many death in summer. We know that you listen right in news due to heavy sun. There are many people dying.
But if we focus on the climate threat, the economically the nation was backward, and many uh, unemployability.
In this climate change, economic growth also decreases, and the employment is decreased. The jobs also decreased by this.
If it is not a real threat, then why scientists are working to stop the global warming?
So it is very harmful to our earth. So they are working for that.
And not only climate is the issue, but according to human activities, there are deforestation. I know we are seeing weather patterns also alternative. So what is it?
Yes, the weather patterns are also helpful to the humans because if in the summer season there is a sudden rain, but the rain is helpful to grow the agriculture.
In rainy season, rains are only very helpful because in why these are seasons are divided by summer season, rainy season, winter season, because it is good, right? So due to weather changes only, we are getting summer season, we are getting rains.
Yes, but the rainy season, but the summer season rains are very useful to grow the agricultural crop, and in winter season due to the sun, the earth temperature is warm.
Due to sudden climate change, there are also disadvantages for human health. Because of sudden climate change, there are different kinds of illness.
But nowadays the medical technology is far greater than older days, so we can cure any diseases.
Also, climate changes have effect on sea levels. It is rising.
Yeah, rising the sea levels is a good for economic growth because if the sea level was rising, there is a more tourist attraction for the nation.
Increase of sea levels, there is a chance to get tsunami, right?
Yes,
Is it not a real threat to human?
but nowadays the technology is very far, so we can save the lives
Yeah,
of human
technology is very
beings.
far, but what is the technology is doing to decrease the temperature only, right? Then it is threat only, no?
Over 97% of climate scientists agree that
Climate change is a natural phenomenon. It's very, as a human being, we are ready for all seasons.
Yes, I accept that is a natural change, but I'm saying that it is a threat, like it is very harmful to us.
Why it is
Because with that climate change only, temperature is very increasing, right? With CO2 is also increasing. With CO2, there are many problems causing.
no for summer only. It's always winter, rainy season.
Yeah, not only for climate changes, there are many human activities also causing the problem.
Yes, there is some advantages due to the CO2 because due to the CO2 the growth of the plants will increase
But
in a decade.
now more CO2 is only containing now due
Yes,
to pollution.
there is an
So I'm
alternate for that.
concluding that climate is a real threat.
Why should there should be an alternative if it is not a real threat? Why there should be an alternative?
Due to the modernization world, we should have to develop.
Sudden climate change has an effect on ecosystem.
Yes, maybe it affects them.
From early days, we are ready for all climates. Sir. Yes or no? That's why ecosystem also it's support for all
But
this.
due to global warming, in Delhi, you'll see, right? They cannot breathe. They are carrying oxygen cylinders. I conclude that human climate change is a real threat because there is a there are very many effects that as humans.
But I conclude human